You're going to read some lists of words. If you don't know a word, it's okay. Just do the best you can, okay? All right, start at number 1.
And, be, but, did, down, get, good, he, here, house, is, it, like, little, look, no, on, the, we, you.
All right, next list.
About, are, black, give, just, me, new, other, are, saw, some, there, in, they, to, under, was, went, when, would.
Okay. All right, next list.
Before, children, could, from, got, heard, no, night. Wait, I'm on number 7, right?
What's number 7?
No, night, off, over, something, stop, take, time, tree, very, walk, water, who, work.
Okay, next list.
Other, ask, both, bring, call, change, first, found, high, list, man.
What was that one?
I know it, but how do you pronounce it?
Men.
Men. Party, fool, right, should, sleep, tell, this, which, why.
All right, Caitlin, you're going to read this story, and then I'm going to ask you some questions when you're done reading, okay? It says, read this story to find out what a girl in the city wants very much. All right, put your finger there, okay?
I want a pet very, very much. My mother says I have to wait. We have had this talk many times. My mother and Dad says I can buy some fish. They are small and can't fit well in my small room. But my brother has 4 fish. I want something different. I want something of my own. One day, Grandma showed me flowers hanging in her window. She had many kinds of flowers. Grandma told me she would help me grow flowers of my own. She said that they are not the same as a pet, but the flowers can bring magic to a city home.
All right, now I'm going to ask you some questions about the story you just read. What is this story about?
A girl who wants a pet, but she lives in a city home and she can't have one.
Okay. How does the girl who is telling the story feel about pets?
And I could say she feels good because she doesn't, because if she didn't feel good about pets, she wouldn't want one.
Okay. What kind of pet does her dad say she can buy?
I wouldn't really say fish is a pet, but her dad did say she could buy fish.
Fish. Okay. What probably caused him to suggest fish for her pets?
Could you read another?
What probably caused him to suggest fish for her pets?
I guess because like when you're in a city home, if you want a dog or a cat, well I'd say a dog because a cat lays down a lot and you don't. And city houses are not that big, and dogs need their room for running, going to use the restroom, and plus most people live in apartments in cities, and they don't allow.
So why would a fish be good?
Because all you have to do is get a little tank and
Okay.
put it in there and just watch it swim around.
Okay. What does her brother have for his pets?
Fish.
Okay. Why doesn't the girl want fish?
Because she doesn't really want the same thing.
Okay. What does the word different mean?
Like, if we had the same shirt, but I had another one on, you know, our shirts are not alike.
They're not alike. Okay. What did the girl's grandmother tell her after she showed her the flowers?
That flowers are not a pet, but they could bring magic to your house.
Very good. All right, it says read this story to find out about Pablo's home. Okay.
In a valley at the foot of a mountain lived a boy named Pablo. His home was a little brick house with a roof of banana leaves. There were holes in the side of the house and holes in the roof, but no one cared. The valley was never cold and it never rained there. Pablo used to say to himself, if only it could rain, then the valley would not be dusty and brown. Grass would grow and flowers would bloom. It would be the most beautiful valley in all Mexico, and he could catch the rain in pans and jars. Then he would not have to go to the river for water. Every day he took 2 big jars to the river. He filled them with water and brought them home.
All right, so now I'm going to ask you some questions. What is this story about?
A boy who lives in a valley and who wishes that it would just rain for months.
Okay. Where did Pablo live?
At the foot of a mountain in a valley.
Very good. What does the word foot mean when the story says the foot of the mountain?
It's like a little inch. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay. What is a valley?
A little small place that it's not like our neighborhood or something. It's like small lanes. You know, some people live in the valley.
Okay. All right. What was the roof of Pablo's home made of?
Banana leaves.
Very good. Why didn't the people care that there were holes in the sides of the house and the roof?
I guess because it didn't rain or it wasn't cold or
Very
nothing.
good. What would rain cause to happen in the valley?
To where people wouldn't have to go get water every day.
Okay. Anything else?
And so it wouldn't be all dusty and brown. It'd be I think he said the beautiful valley all in Mexico.
Good job. Name in order the 3 things that Pablo did every day.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think he went and got water and
Okay.
I don't know the rest.
All Alright, I'm going to read you this story, and we're going to read this story to find out what a little girl named Beatrice did while she waited in the library for her brother Henry to come after her. Okay? A woman started to read, Alfred Mouse lived in a new house. Beatrice looked out the window next to her. The woman read some more. Alfred Mouse had new skates. Beatrice liked to skate, but Alfred's mother didn't like it when he skated in the house, read the woman. The children laughed. Beatrice thought about the time she had skated in her house. Then, at last, Beatrice laughed. She wanted to know all about Alfred. When the story was over, Beatrice asked, "May I see that book?" "Oh, yes," said the woman. Beatrice looked at the book. Henry came to get Beatrice. "Time to go," he said to her. Beatrice didn't stop reading. Okay. All right, so I'm going to ask you some questions. What is this story about?
A girl who has a brother who, I guess, skates in the house and their mom didn't like it.
Okay. Was Beatrice interested in the story about Alfred Mouse when the woman first started to read it?
Yes.
Okay. What did the story say that made you believe that?
Because when her, I think it was when her brother went to go get her, she never stopped reading.
Okay. What are skates?
They're not basically tennis shoes, but they're like half tennis shoes and then they have rollers on them.
Okay. What part of the story made Beatrice want to listen to the woman read? You don't know? It's okay. What did the children do just after the woman read that Alfred's mother didn't like it when he skated in the house?
I think they, didn't they skate?
What did they do after she read that Alfred's mother didn't like it when they skated in the house? It's okay. All right, what finally caused Beatrice to laugh?
When her brother was chasing her.
Okay. What did Beatrice do first after the story that the woman read was over? What did she do as soon as she was finished reading the book?
I think she.
What did Henry say to Beatrice when he came to get her?